bro.
I literally just I've not listened to it all. I'm like 4 minutes in, yo. I like 4.
Fuck here, man.
I like 4 minutes in.
Brother, R.I.P. Aubrey, man.
4 minutes.
Bro, this brother. Bro.
I'm gonna listen. I have to listen to it again after the show to make sure I hear it all and 2 hear everything. I know
flawless. What you need to do, because you're a buzz man, yeah, bro. Fuck all this,
yeah.
Go on fucking on genius.com, yeah. Get all the lyrics, yeah, in front of you, and listen to it again, yeah. Bro, because I've listened to it 10 times, yeah, and it is the nastiest piece of work I've ever heard. And the thing is, yeah, you know what the maddest thing about this is, yeah. It's like, bro, I grew up on hip hop, innit? So I grew up on hip hop. Most Drake fans didn't grow up on hip hop, innit?
Yeah, facts.
They didn't grow up on hip hop. So because of that, them man wanted a 2C slide, bruv. They wanted a song that they could kind of bob their head to and listen to in the car. This is 6 minutes of fucking violation, bruv. This is what it is, and this is what rap beefs are supposed to be about.
Yeah, man.
It is,
like,
bruv.
He's saying a lot. Man said about, what did he say about I call it the bars? He was like, yeah, forget pushing P, go push a T. I was like,
bro.
Okay. I like, yo, how many black features till you feel that you're black enough? I was like,
bro, you know, bruv, every double in there was nasty, bro. Like, bro, this is what I'm trying to say. This guy is crazy, bro. This guy is crazy, bro. Even the name Euphoria, bro. I never watched Euphoria because when it was out and everyone was talking about Euphoria, he's one of the producers on it, and it's some mad child pornography thing, bro. And I didn't watch it in it, but he's a producer on that, and everyone knows that he's a nonce anyway, blood. He likes underage girls, so. Jesus bro, Christ. Like there's so many layers to what this guy is saying. It's violence, bro.
Said, yo, push it,
it's violent, bro.
How many? Bro? Man said we like Drake with the melodies. We don't like Drake when he's rapping. So
but that's me too. But that's me too, bro. Listen, you see, So Far Gone when Drake had the melodies and he was singing his ass off, bro. That's my favorite Drake. Heartbreak Drake, bro. Bro, that was my guy, bro. That's Drake from Brand New and that, blood, when he was singing and that, bro. Yeah, that's my drizzy.
I'm not a big fan of Drake, but I do like Drake when he's just being him when he's rapping. I ain't trying to hear Drake rap tough. When Drake's just rapping and he's just barring out.
I like singing Drake, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Drake. That's what I like. Do you know what I'm saying? Bro, I'm telling you, as soon as he starts doing the tough guy stuff, this is where man have to switch off. Because like I said, it's like KSI doing rapping like Tion Wayne, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not that guy, bruv. Man seen the videos about you talking about when you had the bar mitzvah and you were singing the Backstreet Boys. We've seen the videos. So now when you're talking about running up on man, it's not serious, bro. Do you know what I mean? Because if a bro like that was talking smoke to me, I couldn't take it seriously, bro. Because it's like, you're not about that life. Do you know what I'm saying? But nah, bro, listen.
I'm a definitely listen to it. Like I said, I only got 4 minutes into it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't realize it was 6 minutes. I thought it would be like 2-3 minutes, and I was like,
nah,
let's just listen to it now.
It's nasty, bro.
I like it, man. There's so many, obviously, and I always check out lyrics because I know there's things I miss. Even on 2-3 listens, there'll be things I miss. So I was like, all right, I go back in depth and check it out. I love breaking down bars. I love breaking down.
It's nasty though, bro. When man talks about Diddy moving to him, all these things, bro. It's hair, bro. It's nasty. It's nasty work, bro.
Hey Drake, you on the clock though? Drake, you on the clock?
Nah, there's no clock, bro. There's no clock.
We need to. You don't want to hear him respond,
bruv. It's over.
Nah. I hear it's over, but I still want him to respond. You know why? Because then we get another Kendrick this. That's why.
Nah. But you see,
I want more.
I don't want any more, bro.
You don't want another Kendrick this, fam.
I don't want no more.
Because this is the first time, to my knowledge, I can remember. Obviously, you might know, or the chat will know, where I know Kendrick has sent shots before, but he's actually gone on a full diss track. Like dedicated a full track to dissing someone. I'm all for that. I want more people. Hey, I just want someone to send a straight up Pusha T just for him to get involved.
Nah. Pusha gonna get involved anyway. You lot put the Bruno quotes in the chat about Bruno.
I just want him just to get involved. I'm for that because you know why I look at it? Because I'm like, the more rappers that get involved, the more likely we are to get a classic diss track. Because that's all I'm looking for from this. If we get 5, 6, 7, 8, even more diss tracks, 2 of them, 3 of them could be classics that I'm still like, I'm gonna bump 2, 3, 4 years from now. That's where I'm at with it. It's like the Drake and Pusha T beef. The reason why we got Story I've added on because that comes from Wayne, that comes from Kanye, and all of that led up to that situation in that moment. I'm all for it. I'm with it. Oh, did he say we don't want to hear you say nigga no more?
Yeah, bro. Listen, I'm telling you, it's crazy. It's crazy. And that's
only
why
got 4 minutes in, people. I only got
man have to revoke that card, you know, because he was running around dropping the N-bomb, yeah. And then when you see all the corny stuff, the bro admitted that he went to a predominantly white Jewish school, yeah, and he grew up in a white area, and the man's running around doing all of this. Bro, this guy is a pop artist.
Oh, yeah, he's
dressing up as a rapper, bro. Like he's a fraud. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is why I don't like him, innit?
Yeah, I know you're not a fan. I know you don't.
This is why I don't like him, because he's a fake. Like I like some of the music that he makes, but I don't like him because he's a fraud, innit?
Yeah, because you can separate the art from the artist.
Well, exactly, bro. He's a plant. I know that. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's one of them ones where it's like his fans don't seem to know that. But when you look at his background and all of these things, he's an industry plant, bro.
Oh yeah, because he was in was he not a childhood star? Like he was on
TV. This guy was put here. He was always gonna do well, bruv. And that's why when Rick Ross talked about rich baby daddy, he was talking about Lucy and Grange. Do you know what I'm saying? You man work out who that is and all that, and then you look at I went to a Jewish school, all these things. Come on, bro, this guy is a fraud. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is what it is. So, brother, it's violent. I'm just
looking for a story of. I love that diss track, and I'm also looking for a story of Adidon, a back to back. I like a back down. Like that's the. I want more. I'm all for it. What's this?
Bro, I know Academics is crying, bro.
Hey, shout out Academics, man. Hey, get on the phone to himself. Tell Drake he on the clock, man. Like Ineos, tell Drake
there's
he
no
on the
clock, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? There's no clock.
Do you think
there's no clock? That was a warning shot, bro. The Brer said,
"Go.
Don't tell no lies about me, and I won't tell the truth about you."
You gotta respond.
He's saying, bro, bruv. He said I've got some shit on this guy that will make Gunner look like a saint, bro.
Yeah.
He said I've got you
and Rants.
You know, like that.
You want to hear those truths. You want to hear those truths. I want to hear those truths. That's why I want Drake to respond.
Drake, bruv, no, he's not going to, bro. I'll be honest. And if he does respond, it's going to be some cheeky thing. It's not going to be no, you get me? Because this is going to get crazy.
Hey, the war I get juicy. That's what I'm here for. Hey, Drake, I want you to respond, man, because I want to hear what Kendrick's got to say. I love this. You know what I'm saying? I'm all
you're a messy guy, Flawless.
Yo, you know, you saying that to me cracks me up. Number one. Number two, I'm a hip-hop head. That's what it is. I say this all the time. I want as much diss tracks as possible, because then we get classic. We have more potential of getting classics. I'm all for that. That's why. And then you have more chance of either Drake or Kendrick mentioning someone in either of the diss track that then offends another rapper, and then they get involved, and then they can offend that. Free for all. I want Royal Rumble. Because you never know what can happen of this. You never know what rapper randomly one could get involved and drop something, and you're like, rap. You know what I'm saying? That was actually cold and truth and all that. I want to see everyone. You know why? I want to see everyone under pressure, because then we see who's really got it. That's why.
But bro, when it comes to just bars, he's on his own.
Oh, facts. We know Drake's
and he's and the thing is, like, the amount of doubles and triples, in the writing, and even the title of the track is cheeky, bro. Like, people don't understand the layers to how he's hidden certain things. And when he said, bro, I make lyrics to electrify them, you make lyrics to pacify them, bro. Like, pacifier, children.
And this,
you know what I'm saying? Man saying that he's chatting to little kids and he's grooming kids, bro. Do you understand what he's saying? Like, man don't understand the bars. Like, bro, this is why bros that hear it, and they don't, and they're like, this is trashy. You don't understand rap.
Yeah, they don't get it. They don't get it. But this is what I'm talking about, is when you press somebody and push somebody like Kendrick, who is just a straight lyricist. Like, forget selling records.
Pen is dangerous.
His pen is crazy. And when you press somebody like that, you're going to see their pen at the very best. Because Kendrick is a and that's what I want. As a lyricist that Kendrick is, like any lyricist in the rap industry, like in the rap game, you see them at their best when their pen is, you think you can take, I bet. And we're going to see Kendrick go to places we're not going to have seen him have gone to. That's why I want Drake to
And he's got that evil spirit, bro. He's got that 5'3" evil spirit in it. And this is why you can't fuck with him.
And that is it. This is what I'm built. Because obviously we 90s babies. For those that don't know, this was regular, like in the 90s and early 2000s, where people would go back and forth. And that's what I'm all for. That's why 50, like, one of my favorite artists. You know what I'm saying? Outside of like making absolutely phenomenal music, the diss tracks. But
the thing is, there's different types in it, because like one of my favorite diss tracks, is funeral music in it. G Unit 50 Cent, but that's because it's just you can sing along to it, but it's mad disrespectful as well.
Yeah, because you get the diss tracks that are also hit records,
and that's why. And then you get ones that are just pure,
just straight pure fire, and that's the difference in the two, and that's what I like. So whether it's a wankster, for example, that's a diss record, that's a hit record, or it's just straight bars, or somewhere with a mix of the two, I'm all for it. Like I run New York with 50 and Yale. It's one of my favorite diss tracks. You know what I'm saying? And that where they diss Fat Joe, they diss Jadakiss, they diss the Locks. I'm a Ja Rule. I'm with all of that. You know what I'm saying? They was on smoke. You know what I'm saying? Talking about, I got your album pushed back and all them things there. I'm for that. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
Nah, it's nasty, bro.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna listen to it after.
Big up everyone inside, bro. Listen,
tapped in.
It's gonna be a cold summer. You know them ones there, bro. It's a May approaching now. Do you know what I mean? And shit just got.
And you know Kendrick, is it that not Drake's whole Summer 16, isn't it? So that's something he can incorporate into it. I want everyone getting involved. Let's see, man. Let's see who can rap.
But it was Surgical Summer with Pusha T. You remember?
I just want Pusha. I'm not gonna lie. I want Pusha T to get involved. So someone send a stray, man. Please, I beg.
Nah, bro.
I beg, man. I want someone to send a stray at Pusha T just because.
Nah, because bro, he said he's Terrence Thornton. I'm Terrence Crawford, bro.
Who's Terrence Thornton? I didn't get that.
Pusha T.
Oh, is that his real name? I didn't know,
bro.
I didn't know that was his real name.
Yeah, bro.
Okay,
bruv, Kendrick's a fucking monster, bro. Like, man, don't fucking understand, blood. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that's why I was listening to this. I was like, nah, bro, this guy's crazy. Man, I said, I'm Terrence Crawford. He said he's gonna dog walk him, bro. It's crazy. Nah, big up everyone in the chat.
And before you carry on, where do we see Kendrick spit with that type of venom? That's why you
don't. But that's
why. Yeah, this venom since Control, man. Since that Control verse.
There you go. So when you see, when man's making my YouTube content, and you see, man, and you see the metaphors and that, and you see me and my brother going crazy, it's because we grew up on this hip hop shit. That's why, bro. Like, man know how to decipher bars. We know how to decipher lyrics, bro. Like, man understand playing on words and fucking around with the English language. This is what we do. This is what we do.
I love it.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I love it. That's why I'm a battle rap fan, because I love that. I love the breakdown of bars and metaphors and similes, and like, I didn't even catch the word how man said that. That's outrageous. But yeah, go on, carry on.
This is what I'm saying. That's what people don't do, bro. People like, they're so simple-minded, innit? Stuff like this excites me, because when I'm listening to this, I have to think. I have to start analyzing everything. I'm like, did he say it to just say it, or did he say it because this means something else? Do you know what I'm saying? And there's layers to that shit, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Even when I'm fucking around and making names even like Black Tomine, for fucking for my man, bro, for Jude Bellingham, bro. Like, that's how my brain works.
This guy,
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how my brain works, bro. So when I'm reading these bars, it's like, I'm just like, what can I find in here?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's easy to miss this shit.
Yeah. Oh, it's so easy. And then what's great is that even like 2 bars along, even if they say something different, like the bars can be linked. That's what I like as well.
But that's what
like, even though they'll say a couple bars, then they'll say 2 more bars, but then the 6th and 8th bar match up with the 1st and 2nd bar of the verse. Yeah, it's smart. I love it. Yeah, and as someone who writes, I know how difficult that is to do, and especially at the level that them man do it at.
Bro, and that's what I remember. And even in Breezy's diss track, when he was dissing Quavo, he said sweet in one line and tea in the other line, bro, because he was talking about Sweetie, and people missed it. You know them ones, and that's what I'm trying to say, bro. I don't miss that shit. Do you know what I'm saying? This is my playground. I love this. Do you know what I mean? If there's some mean-spirited fucking verbal like tirades, I'm here. This is what I'm here for. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is what I like.
I'm with it.
So this is it, bruv. I can't lie, bro. I live for this shit, bro. Like, this genuinely excites
me. Lyrical warfare. I'm all for it.
Yeah, bro. This genuinely excites me, bro. And that's why when that pussy was from the other channels always trying to send for man, bro. When certain man send for me, bro, I'm just brother. I wish you would, bro. I wish you would. Do you know what I'm saying? Because, bro, you will get dragged.
Yeah, they won't. That's why. It will never be direct.
Bro, you will get dragged. And I will drag you directly. I'll drag you directly and disrespectfully as well. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is what it is, bro. I can't lie, bro. Like, I live for this shit. I absolutely love it. So yeah, man, I'm happy, bro. Yeah, man. And yes, I did say 2014 is the year of truth. Do you know what I'm saying? So big up everyone. Bruv, Bruno is out of here, bro.
What's he saying there? What's this? If you want to be honest, if I have to think about not continuing in the Premier League, won't be able to after the Euros. I don't know what's sparked that. If anyone knows,
man said, I'm not thinking about other things at the moment. Obviously, it don't help. And he said something about obviously you have to want to be here, but they have to want you to be here as well. Where is it? Here we go. A player always has to want to be here, but at the same time, you have to want him to stay. At the moment, I feel there's that on both sides. That's what I mean. He said, at the moment, bro. This motherfucker don't know where his future lies, bro. That's mad cryptic. That is mad cryptic. I can't even lie.
Basically, what he's saying is there's some uncertainty, which there is uncertainty because
of course there's uncertainty, but there shouldn't be. You're the captain of Man United. If you don't know where you stand, it's because there's a reason why you don't know where you stand.
Because this is not a normal, like normally, let's say Ten Hag's being sacked and a new manager's coming in, there is a level of uncertainty. Will the new manager like me? Will he get on with me, etc., etc. But because it's a whole new ownership, alongside then a new manager, alongside new coaches, etc. So yeah, I get it. You know what I'm saying in that. I get it. I see why he feels that way. I get that because I believe there's uncertainty probably from the vast majority of the squad. Take out like a Maino or somebody like that. But other than that, most of the squad will be looking at it going, okay, what's going on here? Because I don't think any of us are fully like locked in with what they're doing.
How many years does Bruno have left on his deal? Because if it's about 2 years left, then it'll be interesting because I have a feeling that obviously no one's going to buy this guy. Do you know what I mean? But I have a feeling that if he's got a couple years left, they might just leave this shit to run down into the final year. And maybe that's why he's talking about not knowing what's going on.
The chat will let us know. Because I can't remember the last time. Because he signed a new deal since he's been here. So he has signed.
Yeah, he's got 3 years left on his deal. Yeah, so there's no reason to talk to him about renewal because they're not going to want to renew it. He's already on too much money. He's on like 240 or something like that, which is way too much. He shouldn't be on that. Do you know what I'm saying? He's not good enough to be on 240 grand a week. And if you look at Martial, he's going to be off the wage bill. Cass and Varane will be off the wage bill. So then they're all of our highest earners, apart from Marcus Rashford, who's on 300.
Yeah, I got the list. Someone sent me the list actually. 1 second. I know this is a rough list.
And the Sancho stuff, for the record, is fake. He's not on 350. I've been trying to tell you, man, he's not on 350. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones where I don't know why people keep spreading misinformation about Jadon Sancho's wages. Probably because they don't like him.
Yeah, because the same amount. Yeah, because this is obviously
Mason Mount's on more than Jadon Sancho.
The same Mount 250, Bruno 240, Anthony 200, Sancho 195. Maguire,
say it again. Say it again. How much Jadon Sancho?
Sancho 195 according to this. Maguire 190, Luke Shaw 150. Ericsson
Everyone
150.
telling man, fabricating this 300 grand a week. This player's never been on 300k. Them man made that shit up.
Yeah, saying Cass 350, Varane 340, Rashford 300.
Sancho's contract at Man United was his first big money contract, bro. Big money, bro. A man said he was on 300. What they thought? What they thought that they signed Jadon Sancho and put him on more money than Rashford and Martial. That don't even begin to make sense. Where did that come from?
I hear that.
These motherfuckers be lying, bro. This is what these guys do. The same way these men lied on Pogba the whole time he was here. Do you know what I'm saying? And they've been lying on Sancho because it's another reason to not like the kid. When has he ever been on 350?
People go over.
So you're trying to tell me that Rashford got a new deal on 300, yeah, and it's still less than what Sancho's on. Make it make sense. Make it make sense.
Well, you know what it is in regards to, again, people wanting further reasons to dislike somebody. Well, to dislike Sancho in this instance. Of course, people are going to go over the top. Rather than just talk about the football.
More money than Jadon and gave him his shirt.
Yeah, but that made... Oh, my God. Yeah, stop. That deal, man. Just... It gets worse and worse every time I hear it, every time I think about it, every time I talk about it, that Mount deal just gets worse and worse. I didn't know the fact that he was available for free this summer. So we could have spoke to him anyway and got him this year for free. Pick that money to just why? Awful. Awful.
It's terrible thing, bro. But you see what I mean? You know what it is? We now live in an era, yeah, where if you tell a lie enough, it becomes the truth, innit? And this is exactly And this is exactly what they did with Jaden, bro. $350 a week, they were saying this brother was on, you know, this whole time.
I remember Anthony, bro. I remember it being said when I was just like, even despite the wage, talk about his performances. Like, that's nothing to do with wages.
And people think, that people say, oh, no, that's just, it's not the rumor, it's the intent behind the rumor. It's the intent behind the rumor.
Oh, see, I thought you was carrying on. My bad. That's why I didn't say enough. It's the my bad, fam. Yeah, you know of course. You know what that is? It's to add unnecessary and extra criticism to a player who is already under fire. I say this all the time. Talk about the player's performance. Talk about Jadon Sancho, the footballer. Talk about Marcus Rashford, the footballer. Whoever the case may be. We're talking about Manchester United Football Club. Why are we not talking about the players as footballers? That's why with Sancho, people, if you want to criticize his performances on the pitch, I've had that conversation. I've been critical of Jadon Sancho because I rate him highly. But then when people start talking about his personality and him having issues in training and him having issues before Manchester United, none of this was a thing beforehand. That's nothing to do with Jadon Sancho, the footballer. Remember, it was the whole conversation was, oh, nobody's going to pay his wages. Dortmund ain't going to take him back. So how come he's over there in Germany right now in Dortmund? Like, what are we talking about here? People doing too much rather than just talk about what you see. Because that's all I do. I talk about what I see, whether you agree with me or disagree with me, performance-wise. That's what I talk about. I don't talk about speculation. I don't know Jadon Sancho. So I can't say he's a great guy or I can't say he's a bad guy, but if he was that much of an unprofessional and he was terrible to be around, surely we'd hear more stories coming out of people having issues. We know who bad eggs are in changing rooms because we've heard about it previously. We know players who've had fights and had arguments and things of this nature, but there's never been anything about Jadon Sancho. And then people try to bring up, oh, he had some issues at Manchester City, when he was 15, 16? What 15, 16-year-old is not going to have issues at a professional football club? Like, what we talking? It's not like he's 21, 22, 23 like he is now. Like, people, again, doing too much. Talk about him as a footballer. Cool. Let's have that conversation. That is absolutely fine. And then we can break down what's going on there. But all this extra stuff about his personality and he's a crybaby and his will to win and all these. No. Because nobody went saying that when he got signed. He wasn't. He had one situation with Ten Hag. And if you want to say he acted wrong in that situation, that's cool. If you want to say he acted unprofessional in that situation, even though I disagree, that's cool, but don't call him unprofessional overall. Say, I disagree with him in that situation. Same way a great player can have a bad game. It doesn't make them a bad player. No, you just had a bad game today. That's all it is. So, yeah.
But you know what it is? Like, even this comment, Sancho ain't done well at United. You know what's funny, Somebody sent me something and I had to fact check it. You know that Jadon Sancho, has created the second most amount of chances at Manchester United after Bruno Fernandes since he's been here. You know that? You know that, innit? And people always talk about how many chances that Bruno creates, innit? Everyone talks about that. Everyone loves to talk about that because that's their way to prop up Bruno Fernandes when he puts up stinkers every single week. Why is the same thing not afforded for Jadon Sancho?
We know why. Because these same people like Bruno and people dislike Sancho because he went against the manager and shown he wasn't for the club and all of this rubbish. Whereas in that scenario, he stood up for himself. That's why I'm rooting for him. The fact that you have Manchester United fans and others wanting him to do bad in Dortmund. It's like, I've said this. I'm glad he's in the semi-final of the Champions League. And if Dortmund win it, my profile picture will be Jadon Sancho holding up the Champions League. I hope he does it because the criticism he received was way over the top. That we're talking about abuse. Some of that was abuse because there's nothing to do with football whatsoever because he had a disagreement with the manager that you like. And the reason why I can't criticize Sancho for what he did in that moment, because I would have done the exact same thing. I'm not a hypocrite. I would have done the exact same way Sancho acted. I would have done the exact same thing. So call me unprofessional, say it's not.
And bro, and this is a Sancho that hasn't been playing, by the way.
But he's not even.
This is a Sancho that hasn't been playing, by the way. Yeah. Right. So in the last 3 seasons, Jadon Sancho has created more chances than Dallow's at 79, Rashford's on 64, Jadon's on 86, and Jadon hasn't played. Yeah, when you look at the minutes played, brother, Bruno's on 316, and Bruno played. Look at the amount of minutes that Bruno.
How many minutes is it?
It didn't show the minutes, but we know how much. Okay. We know that Bruno
plays
plays
every
90
game.
minutes. Bruno don't get subbed off.
Yeah, he plays every game.
Dalot plays every game.
Yeah,
Rashford plays every game.
Yeah,
Sancho don't play.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm saying? And the point is, the fact that this Brer don't play, and he's still more productive than Rashford, yeah, and he doesn't play, and we don't even need to compare the minutes. But then people will still run with the same narrative that he does not do anything.
No, that's a myth. But again, that ties into the same way people are being overly critical of the situation with Ten Hag, overly critical of him on the pitch as well. Because I've said this. Yeah,
spot on. Ralph Rangnick. Everyone says, "Oh, Ralph was spitting facts at the club. Open heart surgery. Need to get rid of this." But when Ralph said, "Yo, Sancho was a great boy, never gave me no problems, did everything I told him to do, really good player," silence.
Yeah, and the thing is, from the outside looking in, it seems that way. Never once has there been any even mention of Sancho having an issue with someone. He just seems like someone who goes about his business. I'm saying professional footballer, one of the man them, and just comes in and does his job and then bounces, that type of thing. And there's no surprise. He's talented on the pitch. That's why when he's played for us, I want more from him. Because I know how good of a talent you are. Like, again, are you in a terrible predict? Absolutely you are. I've said this. I think to get the best out of Sancho, I think he needs to be playing centrally.
Yeah,
whether it's a 10 or whether it's as the false 9 again, but systems reign supreme and put the right system around him. Yeah, but who knows what's gonna go? Maybe he decides, you know what, I want to stay in Germany. Maybe he's like, I want to stay. Maybe he does that. Maybe he comes back. Maybe the new regime, the new manager's like, I don't want him. No, I do. Like, there's so many question marks around him. But one thing I won't ever doubt that people have doubted is his talent, and that's why I'm critical of him, because Sancho is talented. You know what I'm saying, and I've been super critical of him at points. But again, that ties into because I think you have the skill to do better. But again, you are in a worst possible.
Yeah, bro. Listen, I can be critical of him, because I want him. Yeah. I want him to do well, and I think he's a good player. But one thing I cannot stand is how these men like to pick and choose, when they want to hone into certain things.
Yeah, of course.
As well, bro. This is the same manager that wanted to get rid of Rashford, but he talked up Sancho. But then everyone's like, "Oh, how can we do better to be there for Marcus Rashford?" Get him the fuck out of here, bro. This brother's had nearly 10 years. And it's him compared to Jadon, bro. Like Jadon, in the game, has done more for the game, more football, blood.
Yeah, like sometimes you just have to realize what players are, and he's been here long enough where it's one good season, one bad season, one good season, one bad season. Like, that's what it's been. Again, and I think it's been the past 4 seasons now, where he's had one good season and the next season has been bad, and so forth and so forth. All of this, we need to.
Jadon came to our club, playing Champions League every year.
Yeah, he did. Trying to read us. I don't get the whole we need to rediscover his best form, because then that can go for anybody. I don't like that statement in regards to, we're trying to get Rashford back, if that is true, back to his best form. All right, they could say that about Bruno. We're trying to get Bruno to what he was when he first got here. We're trying to get McTominay back to a certain level. We're trying to get Maguire back to the form that made us sign him from Leicester. We're trying to get Luke Shaw back to a certain level when he was playing at a decent. Like, that can go for anybody. Or we're trying to get Anthony back to, you either have it or you don't at the end of the day. Like, how much more time? No, again, but I've said this before, no more clean slates. Pick a style who fits said style. That's what it needs to be.
No, this is it. The original stat was Premier League minutes. Bruv, Bruno nearly played 3 times the amount of minutes that Jadon played before he left. 3 times.
Yeah.
The guy played a third of Bruno's minutes, so that means he played a third of Rashford and Dalot's minutes, because them man start. And he played more than and he was more productive than them. Do you know how crazy that is? But then man will turn around and say that he's not doing nothing in games because there's nothing tangible from the end of it, because man are missing chances.
And big up, just side note, big up Dropship for that chat. Make sure you go check out that special, people. It was like 3.5 hours long. It was Rants' whole backstory. It was crazy. You know what I'm saying? I was finding out stuff that I didn't know about Rants. Rants was remembering things that he had forgotten about that had gone on. So yeah, big up to you, man. Dropship 100%. Australia. Big up.
Nah, bro. Nah, it's nasty. It's nasty stuff, man, how these guys like to twist the narrative. Do you know what I mean? On certain players. Like, the myth that Sancho, hasn't done nothing at Man United is crazy. And they tried to do the same thing with Paul Pogba as well.
Yeah.
But like, if you ask a lot of Man United fans, they'll tell you that Paul Pogba's time at Man United was a failure. Because they don't know shit about
they'll tell
football.
you that he didn't. But we had more successful years with him than we had now. Like, what I don't like is the whole Paul Pogba. Like, we failed as a club, period. So I don't put that in any sole player, but they'll say Bruno's done more than Pogba. And I say, what? Pogba led us to a couple of trophies. What has Bruno led us to? And he led us to a Carabao Cup, and he wasn't the main guy. He wasn't the main key part. Varane was better. Martinez was better.
Didn't Pogba score in the cup final?
Yeah, like what we talking about here. Yeah, he did.
He scored in the cup final, got into the Europa League team of the season. He got into the Premier League team of the season under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, the only non-Liverpool and Man City player to get in the team of the season. To turn around and say that he's failed at Man United, but Bruno's somehow been a success, and Bruno's contributed to our 2 lowest finishes in the history of the club.
And also, I don't think we've had in the Premier League worst attacking output when I think about it in regards to goals scored. I don't think we've had worst attacking. And he's been a mainstay. Is that solely on him? No, but he has to take accountability. We scored 58 league goals last season. We're going to score less than that this season. I think the season before that was 74. And then even the season before that, we was low. So this entire time, this great attacking creative midfield has been here. Our attack has been woeful. So how can we not look at him? Yes, the attackers around him haven't been good enough. I agree, but I'm still looking at him. Still looking at him. You have to. It's winners a team, losers a team, right? People, we are all one, right? So let's hold players accountable for what it is.
But we're not though, because these guys always want to look for someone to scapegoat. Bro.
Again,
the fan base love it.
Well, you know what that is. You know exactly what that is, Rants. Because they can't prop up a Bruno, for example, or they can't prop up a Rashford or prop up their favorite player. It's criticize others. Same way if you mentioned, like, it happened with Oli, it's happening with Ten Hag now. Oh, who are you going to get? Who will do a better job than Ten Hag? Rather than talk about the deficiencies and the shortcomings of Ten Hag and his role. No. We're talking about Eric Ten Hag, for example. Talk about what he's doing. What is he doing that is doing well? Forget the next manager or what everyone's rubbish. Same way they'll do with Luke Shaw. Or what left back can we get? No. Forget the future. What is this left back doing? It's like being in a relationship. Oh, you can't get anybody better. No. What is
bro? The Luke Shaw thing's crazy. You know when you've seen that he's missed more games than Anthony Martial through injury. But again, that's another thing that doesn't sit right because everyone's so quick to say, "Oh, we need to cash in on Martial. He's never fit." Why is the same energy not for Luke Shaw when really, replacing a left back is much easier than replacing a striker in today's market? Strikers are like gold dust in today's market. It's very, very difficult, to replace a striker, let alone a striker of Martial's caliber, bro. It's easy to replace Luke Shaw, bro. Like, bruv, there's 1,000,001 left backs. I'm sure these men in the chat can give me 50 left backs, that could replace that motherfucker. Left back ain't no specialist position, bro. You run up and down, bro.
Definitely. I know with Kadeki's in the chat, Jazz is in the chat. Either of those two, they can name left backs. I know if I said to them, they be left backs that do this, and this, they'd have a list. 100%. Without doubt. Like, you can find players that are out there, but again, with Luke Shaw, it's the whole, he's English. That's where it stems from. Shaw should have been sold.
And this is it. Them man have got Luke Shaw in the starting lineup still. How have you got Luke Shaw still in the Man United starting lineup? This brother's been here nearly a decade as well.
Nearly a decade and has done how many good seasons has he had? One?
He done F4, blood. He had one good season under Van Gaal, blood, before he broke his leg, and he ain't had a good season since.
But then what people will do is gas that and say, oh, it's 2, and then we'll try to get you into a debate. All right, let's say he's had 2 good seasons. I'll go one further, even though I disagree. Let's say he's had 3 good seasons. Is 3 out of 10 a good ratio? Is that a good return? Let's say and I don't think it's 3, but let's say for argument's sake, he's had 3 very good seasons at Manchester United. He's been here 10 years. 3 out of 10 years is a terrible return. That is an awful return for the money that was spent on it. That's an awful return for an academy player. Never mind someone you spent big money on and someone who's on big wages as well. What are you talking about here? Like,
bro, a man said Martial's played more games for us and he went out on loan as well, bro. And he came a year after. You taking a piss?
Oh, fuck it.
Tell me this ain't real, bro.
I could believe it because he gets injured a lot.
No, I can believe it, but bro, like confirmation because the way these men talk about Luke Shaw online, it's like, bro, man are still putting him in the team for next season, bro. Like,
game gone. I want.
I don't understand.
I want.
Like, they're saying we have to get rid of Martial and all these other things, bro. Luke Shaw's a left back, and he's on nearly 200 grand a week, bro. Like, what are we doing? We could go get a left back on 50 bags a week that can do a better job than it.
Game gone, man. I'm tired. I'm tired. Get rid of him. I'm done with Luke Shaw. Go get a first choice left back. Have him. Palacio will be back. Hopefully, there's your 2 left backs. There we go. That works. Because Luke Shaw, as much as I've said this, I like him as a left-sided centre back, but you're not available. You seem to get injured for long periods of time, and it's never. I don't even know what his injury is. I don't know what it is.
I'll be real. I don't like Luke Shaw, and the reason why I don't like Luke Shaw is because not only is he not as good as people say he is, but I don't like what he represents either.
In what sense? What do you mean?
He represents mediocrity. That's what he represents.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? He represents favoritism. Do you know what I mean? He represents all the things I don't want at my football club.
I think he does represent favoritism. I agree with that.
You know what I mean? He represents fucking a poor attitude. Do you know what I'm saying? When you look at this motherfucker, no one talks about this, bro. Like, bro, these men were calling Paul Pogba Jogba, you know? That's what they were calling him. The fittest player in the team, they were calling Jogba, you know? The guy that factually covered more ground than anyone else every match day. They were calling him Jogba, bro. They were saying Martial was lazy. They were saying all these things, and Luke Shaw is the one, that, bro, like, man was so out of shape. Man weren't even in the fucking kit launch pictures, bro.
I was going to say that. And people want to talk about unprofessionalism. That's unprofessional. Let Pogba turn up to training with a preseason with a belly. Or Martial with a belly. Oh, Lord of mercy. Oh, Lord of mercy. Let him have turned up out of shape. That's professionalism. I'm with you, Mohammed. Yeah, like, so again, ACGI, anybody can get it. I'm on letting anybody go.
He's lazy, bro.
Anybody. Yes, he is. Remember when
he's really lazy.
Remember when Bruno had the ball? I can't remember what game it was, and he told Luke Shaw to overlap, and Shaw refused.
Yeah, he stopped, and he was like,
and Luke Shaw was. I mean, Bruno was like overlap, and he said, "No, he refused to overlap." That's outrageous. A fullback.
Sancho fat blood. These are the same brothers.
Yeah, Sancho ain't fat.
Like he's ever been like he's been anywhere near the size of Luke Shaw.
Sancho ain't fat.
You know what I'm saying? And this is exactly what I'm trying to say, bro. These men don't keep the same energy. Their shit is sinister, bro. It's sinister, bro. And this is why I want man out the club. Because the energy that these men use, and try and put on certain players, bro, it's not founded in any factual evidence, bro.
No, because it's all feeling. It's all feeling. It's all feeling. And I've said this before, I'll say this again. Fuck your feelings, man. I'm facts over feelings, but it's all feeling. Oh, I just like Luke Shaw. Forget whether he's good for the team. Forget whether he's fit and available. Forget whether he's performing well. It's no, I'm a fan of Luke Shaw. Forget who I'm a fan of. I'm a fan of certain players, yes, but if you're not good enough, you can be moved. I like Eriksen. I'm a fan of Eriksen. I said this all summer long, but we need to improve in that area. There needs to be an upgrade. Because I can separate being a fan of somebody to what's best for the team. Because my motive is, hey, what's best for Manchester United? And that's not Eriksen starting week in, week out. Do I think you could be a useful squad player? Yes, because you have certain attributes. However, if we are trying to go where I want Manchester United to go, there needs to be improvement in that area. The problem is the improvement is not Mason Mount. The improvement was get a better player. Was not De Jong because we can't sign him, but somebody of that caliber. A Kimmich, somebody of a certain caliber. Yeah, Shaw's mentality is fitness, but they don't talk about Luke Shaw's mentality. Being out
there you go. They're not going to say he's got a bad, bro. There you go. There's no bigger proof of a bad attitude, than being out of shape.
Facts. So you're not fit for work, but we don't look at it that way. You are
we
not
should look at it
to
that
do
way,
your job. Exactly.
We should look at it that way. It's like turning up. It's like you're a bus driver and you turn up to the fucking depot drunk, bro. How can you drive if you're drunk?
Exactly. But because being drunk is a visual, everybody can see and go, oh, you're not fit. Because you can go out there and still you don't perform to a high level, but you're still at your job, even though you're nowhere near the levels you should be. How are you? You're a professional athlete. You are paid to run. There's no way you should be out of shape. That is your job. You work at a gym, basically, as a professional athlete. In particular, Manchester United Football Club. That's crazy.
Bro, and bruv, Martial's played nearly 40 more games than Luke Shaw.
Was it 40?
And he arrived the year after him.
And he went out on loan for us.
And he went out on loan. Do you know how nasty that is?
Yeah, that's filthy. Yeah. I'm tired.
That's what I mean. Big up Ken for the super chat. I've been saying it. Martial, has been disrespected multiple times by this club by them bringing in starting number 9s, and keep pushing him further down the pecking order, they never they kept clipping his wings. Do you know what I'm saying? They kept clipping his wings, As much as man's been injured, they kept bringing in people ahead of him.
When he took
one of them.
Yeah, go on. Now I was gonna say they took his number as well, didn't they?
Exactly.
Took his number.
Zlatan. Do you know what I'm saying? And then obviously he had Cavani ahead of him, Lukaku ahead of him, all these other things, bruv. All of these passed their best centre forwards instead of putting their faith in him. Do you understand?
Yeah, because I hear you, because my only issue with Martial was the injuries at one point. I was like, yo, the talent is there, and give him a run. And then he never got a run. And then last time he played for us, it looked finally for the first time to me that injuries was caught up with him, because he didn't look the same. Normally he's one of those players, he gets injured, he comes back. The first game, he looked like Martial still. That's what it was. But hey, we move. Yeah, people want to talk about Varane. His injury, it's crazy. I was just having
guys, but this is what I keep saying. Like, my thing is, the one thing about me, everyone knows there's players that I like and there's players I don't like, just like everyone else. However,
facts.
I keep the same barometer for how I measure across the fucking board. Because I like Lissandro.
You're a fan.
But no one can turn around and tell me we need to sell Varane here before we sell Lissandro.
No one can't tell me that we need to sell Varane before we sell Harry Maguire or Victor Lindelof.
Facts.
I don't get it. I was just having this debate on the show before this on my channel. And people talking about selling Varane. I was like, give me the footballing reasons, or we can't rely upon him. He's been available. What are we talking about here? And I was like, all right, worst case scenario. People talking about his wages. All right, let's say he agrees to a reduction in wages. All right, well, I don't want him starting first team. Okay, say he wants to be a rotational player. What's the problem? He's been more available than John Stones. I was looking at John Stones don't play like that. John Stones has never played more than 30 league games for Manchester City. So why is he still there? You know why? Because he's crucial to what Manchester City is useful,
and they know that they can't just go out and replace him that easily, or else they would.
And that is Manchester City, who are the dynasty of the Premier League, have won 4 in the last 5, about to 4-peat. They're the treble. You know why? Because they have quality surrounding them. As I was saying, worst case scenario, you have Varane. Let's say we sign Tolson. What's wrong with having Varane and Tolson and then say Kambawala for that right-sided centre-back slot? Why can't we have options? I don't see having Varane, to me, is a no-brainer in terms of the quality and what he brings. No-brainer. And it's not like he's going to kick up a fuss. People talk about his wages. All right, how about we get rid of Lindelof, Maguire, and then that will cover the wages that Varane that we get. And then nowhere near the level of him. What are we talking about here? And he'll be available for the most part 25 plus Premier League games. Europa, or he can play Europa League or not play Europa League. I don't get it. I don't get it, man.
Bro, and this as well, Martinez and Malacia's fitness does need to be questioned. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, the Malacia one is still a strange one. Still a strange one.
The only thing with Malacia, because of his age, and because of his playing style, I'd give him the benefit of the doubt for another season, because he looks like someone that he's got like a decent base level fitness. Like, he seems like he keeps himself in good shape.
Yeah.
He's a good athlete. He's got good genetics. So I think that he'll recover from this injury and he'll still be all right. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'd like to see him for another season under another manager, because I think he could, providing he doesn't have recurring injuries, I think that he could get over this and he could be useful. Do you know what I'm saying? Lissandro is a strange one, because he keeps getting loads of weird little injuries, and I don't know if this is the start of...
You reckon it's the start of him being like this?
Yeah, I think it's the start of him being a crook, blood. I'll be honest. Like, when I look at Lissandro's physique, everything about him, like, bro, he's not an athlete like that. He ain't got great genetics. You know, certain man can just get away with it. Like, he just ain't got them kind of genes. He's short. You know what I mean? He's not very muscular. Like, it's
also what works against him as well is his playing style, because he's very aggressive and he's on the front foot. He's gonna have a lot of collisions, and that's not a bad thing, but it's like that could work against him, because I like Martinez. However, you are on the clock next season. You got to be fit for the vast majority of the season. Have to be. I'm not hearing like you're not of the level of a Varane where I go, okay, cool, I'll keep you around, and you don't have the experience of a Varane either. So I would.
You're right. He's a combative player, and he relies on putting his body into certain uncompromising areas, and he could end up hurting himself.
So, which he can't do, because that's how he got injured. I think the last time when he was trying to see out, not a corner. It was a goal kick, and he was trying to shepherd the ball out, and he I think the attacker stood on him, and then that's why he ended up getting injured. I can't remember exactly what it was, but yeah, something along those lines.
Man said, how's Martial? Bruv, the fact that Martial this season has been behind Højlund anyway in the pecking order, it just shows you that this manager's got problems. You know, that's just all it is. And the fact that that's what I mean, he's been disrespected multiple times at this football club. Behind Højlund, do you know how bad you got to be behind Rasmus Højlund, bro? Like, do you know how bad you have to be, bro? Like, it's a flat out disrespect. Like, if a manager to look you in the face and say you're not playing because of this guy, this shithouse, bro.
Yeah, especially when he's not performing well as well. Give me a shot. Give me a shot. When,
it's crazy.
Like, that's the worst thing for me ever. Yes, you want to put a player in front of me and we play the same role, cool. But then if said player is not performing, and that's not even in this scenario, that's every scenario, give me my shot. Give me my shot. And if I fail, I fail, but at least give me the opportunity to fail. That's how I look at it with like Eriksen in the 10. That's how I look at it with the Diallo. Diallo can't do no worse than Anthony Garnacho. He might not do better. Do I think he'll do better? Yes. But what I'm saying is he can't do any worse. Give him a shot. Let's just see. What's the worst that, all right, he's as bad as them. Okay, we just revert back and just put Anthony or Garnacho out there. Or Rashford or whoever. But again, basics. And it's something we've not done. Yeah, but hopefully Bruno leaves, man. Hopefully Bruno leaves.
Trust me. I big up Nate for the super chat. So I got here late. Bruno definitely wants to move to the Liga. He can go. He can go. Ain't no one standing in his way.
You can leave. We'll hold the door open for man.
But you know, like that. Ain't no one standing in your motherfucking way. You know, like that. Our new owners don't like him anyway.
Hold the door open for man. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying, bro? Get out. Do you know what I mean? Højlund, brother, when I tell you, but this is what I mean about energy. Højlund's done nothing in football. Man are saying give him time.
Time's earned, not given.
But there you go. But the thing is, we've got Varane and you know what? I blame these young football fans. Because, bro, if you're over 25, you're old now in football, apparently.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Yeah,
you're old now. Do you know what I mean? Because they're the same assholes that would be like, oh, give him time. He's 19, he's 20. But then when man's 27, oh, he's getting old and that.
It's a wrap. His legs are gone. That's what I don't like.
His legs are gone.
Yeah, legs are gone. Like Casemiro, like no, Casemiro's issues this season have to me been nothing to do with his mobility. He's not any more mobile or any less mobile than last season. There's no issue. In my opinion, it's not. My problem with Casemiro has been on the ball, to be honest. That's where I've been disappointed with him. Again, ties into what I was talking about with Sancho. Systems is key as well. Yeah. We can take whoever your favorite midfielder is, put him in our team and it'll look bad. Whoever you think the best midfielder is right now in Europe, put him in that. Take out Casemiro and put him in our team and see how he looks. Yeah, classified. It's a wrap, man. 25, man. Old. You know what I'm saying? It's a wrap. Can't do nothing no more. Outrageous. Always legs are gone.
Bro, the system's making everyone look bad, yeah. But we choose to highlight Casemiro. Oh, his legs are gone. They said the same thing. They're saying the same thing about Kobe Mino now. Oh, he looks tired. This motherfucker ain't tired. He's 18 years old.
18 years old. Tired. He's fine.
He ain't tired. Do you know what I mean? The guy's being hung out to dry, bro.
He's tired. He's like,
he ain't tired.
He's looking around and going, right, this is what I'm with.
18 years old. That man go sleep at 4 a.m. and turn up at training at 9 and they're fine.
I do the thing.
He's 19.
You know he's like 19. He's tired of being in the midfield by himself. He's been looking for McTominay and Bruno for weeks. He's looking around like, yo, where are these men at? That's what it is. Yeah, tired of Ten Hag. That's what he is. He's not tired. Don't tell me about no 18, 19-year-old footballer playing for Manchester United, living his dream. Just the adrenaline alone is getting him through that. He's super gassed. Talking about Ten Hag brought him off for tiredness. What? Tired? Nah. But the system does make everybody look bad. That I do. And people pick and choose when that works for them and when it doesn't. If everyone's looking bad, I'm looking at the manager. Because 2024, never more than before. I've said it before. I'll say it again. Football is a system game. It's a system game. Because we see better players and better team. Look at Manchester City. We've watched Haaland receive criticism a lot this season. We've watched Kevin De Bruyne because their system and certain players are missing. They sold Gundogan and sold Mahrez. Their system's not been at it. And two of the better players in the league we've seen struggle with all that quality surrounding them. It's not like Haaland and De Bruyne are playing with bums. You got Foden. You got Bernardo Silva out there. You got Rodri. You've got Pep in chat. Like, they have quality players surrounding them. Grealish. And so what chance does Mano have with Ten Hag and Bruno and McTominay? Come on. Please, man. Just... Enzo's one of them.
Honestly,
Enzo,
bro.
even though
Enzo's a baller.
He should
Anyone that knows football, can't look at this guy and tell me he's not good.
I seen a tweet and somebody said Enzo is the prime example of what would happen if you put Toni Kroos in that team and told him, do box to box in that Chelsea side. He's going to look terrible. Same way with Modric. Well, use Modric as an example because I think he's top quality. Modric would look bad in Manchester United's line. And he's one of the best midfielders we've ever seen in that role. He's one of the best.
Certain players just suit a certain style or a certain system, or certain players like Cole Palmer suit freedom.
Yes.
Like Jack Grealish.
Yes.
These kind of players, they just suit freedom. Freedom is their system. Sancho's the same. If he had freedom and he could just go wherever he wanted, he can just do. He has quite a bit of freedom. At Dortmund, you see him, he floats more, he drifts infield, and you see him linking up and doing stuff. Like, bro, he needs freedom to just go and express himself and just play in it. Some players need that. Some players need certain players around them, and some people just need the ball. You know, like that. There's different types of players. There are different types of players. Enzo is a player, bro. Like, if you watch Enzo, and you can see a lot of the time, I see him when I watch Chelsea, he puts his foot on the ball, and he's looking up, and he's disgusted with his options. I've seen the brother get the ball out his feet, look up, and just throw his hands up in the air, like.
Yeah, you'd be
like
disgusted
no one
too.
Wants the football.
Hey, if your options were Modric and Conor Gallagher, I'd be disgusted too. You know,
brother, I've seen this player put his foot on the ball and literally just be like, "Yo, like, what's man supposed to do with the options you're giving me?"
I'd be disgusted too. And that, don't get mistaken, people. That's not me saying Enzo don't need to do more, because I say this all the time. Individual players do need to do more. However, I also take into consideration players around you. I also can take into consideration the system. This ain't the 90s. This is not the early 2000s where it was more Mavericks and it was more individuals. Football has gone the system route. This is why we see some of the better players in Europe, some of the better players in the Premier League struggle. We've watched this happen. Use De Bruyne as an example. We've watched him struggle this season at times. All of a sudden, he's not any slower. You know what I'm saying? He can't not pass the ball on.
Yeah, bro, his legs have been gone for a minute, bro. Like, this is not new. It's not new, though. Do you know what I mean? And I'll be real. And then people go with their typical English arrogance. Oh, they can't do it in the Prem. This league's shit, man. Why are you going on like this league's that good, bro? Allow it. Man said can't do it in the Prem. I'm watching Garnacho play in the Premier League week in, week out, but you think that Enzo can't do it in the Prem?
And I think people get misunderstood as well in regards to there's a difference, people, between quality and entertainment. Is the Premier League for me entertaining? Yes. The quality is not there, though. It's the severe lack of quality. And I think that's across Europe, to be honest. But the Premier League severely lacks quality. And people do get that misunderstood. Same way you can watch two boxers at national level have a great fight. It might not be great in terms of quality, but I mean, it won't be great in terms of quality and fundamentals and technically sound, but guess what? That shit was entertaining. That man punched each other up for 12 rounds. Whereas you may get a world title level that is technically absolutely brilliant. And to the casuals, it's not. They both ran. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't good to watch. No, I love them. Love them box. I love them bouts.
It's that, though. Do you know what I'm saying? Man said apparently Skeletor's already played 81 games for United. Don't surprise me, bro.
Man, crazy.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Oh, come on, brother. And this is what it is, bro. Like, these man, they don't know football, bro. You gotta understand here that there's so many different facets to what makes a good team, what makes a good player, what makes a good system, and they all need each other. Certain systems need certain profiles of players. Certain profiles of players need certain systems, bro. Like, this is how it works. It's mutually beneficial for the system and for the player to have the right profile in place. When you don't have the right profile of player in the right system, then you have people saying stupidness.
Yeah, facts. Because then you have people doing roles that are not that they have an inability to do. Their roles are not best fitted. Their attributes are not best fitted for them roles. And that's why I've said with Ineos, before we get to a new manager, hey, you man, pick a style. And then at least we can then identify who is currently here, who can play that style to a certain level, even if it's players I don't rate. So if we say, all right, we're going to play possession-based football, the defensive line it won't be a deep line, it won't be a high line, it'll be medium. You know who could fit that, who I don't rate? Lindelof, cool. He's good enough on the ball to the point where I go, yeah, all right, cool. He could play in a possession-based team where the line's not high on the halfway line, but it's not, all right, come. Now,
yeah, I think Lindelof, ends up staying, bruv, because he's not on a lot of wages.
Yeah.
And
I was just using him as an example in that scenario.
I know, but he's one of the more versatile players. Do you know what I'm saying? So, there's a chance he stays, but that's exactly. No,
I'm just saying, no, please, no more clean slates. That's what I don't want the whole new manager, new ownership. Everybody doesn't get a fresh start. Some people we need to look at previously and go, you don't fit the new direction we are going in. It's like a management company taking over. It's like new management taking over a company. This is the route we're now going. Not everybody fits that in the office. You're going to be let go. That's just what it is. Please,
the thing is, Lindelof lacks the intensity. That's the only thing. If you want to play high pressing and you want to play proactive football, he lacks the intensity and the athleticism to cover the wings because he's not very mobile.
And that's my point. Let's say we do go, all right, we don't go the possession-based style. We go United we're going high energy, high pressing, crash bang wallop type football. High line, that's what we're dealing with. You know who don't fit that? Lindelof. So don't give him a new deal. Don't say, all right, we're going to keep you and see how this goes. No, move him on. That's what you do. You look at Akamba Wala, who could do that type of style. You look at other centre-backs to then bring in who fit said style. Whatever it is, please just pick one. I keep banging on about I hope they have. I'm tired of 100%. Not being able to identify a United player. Tired of it.
Yep. Man said assessing players under Ten Hag is hard. Blame Ten Hag. He does nothing to help any player in any position systematically. New manager needed for you. 100%.
100% new managers needed.
Big time. I don't think it's mad difficult to understand who the good players are and who the good players aren't if you actually watch and understand the game of football. The problem is a lot of people don't watch and understand the game of football. Like, do you know what I mean? Or should I say they do watch it, but they don't see it, innit? And this is what it is, bruv. They're looking, but they don't see shit. Do you know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of Man United players where, whether I like them or not like them, I know what their strengths and their weaknesses are. I know how I could best utilize them, and I know where they would thrive.
Yes.
So it's just one of them. And there's some of these players that ain't got no strengths that could really lend well to any system. And this is why I really don't like Garnacho, bruv. I really don't like him because he's not good at anything. Do you know what I mean? And he's not good at anything. Like, and it's one of them ones where I'll be real. You see with Højlund. Højlund is a shit footballer. But Højlund is still 6'3", with a decent amount of pace, and physicality that could be a problem, It could be a problem.
You can utilize it.
Yeah, if you utilize it properly, bro. Garnacho's weak. He's not quick.
All he's got is acceleration.
He's not skillful. He can't finish. He can't even pass. Like, it's not like man's got a little short give and go. Like, Anthony's got the little give, cut, get the ball back, roll it off. Like, he's got that. Garnacho ain't even got the IQ to even play basic football, bro. This is why I really don't like him, because he's not good at anything, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And the thing is, the way people talk him up like he's decent, he's the worst player to ever come through the academy and get appearances, bro. He's nearly on 100 appearances for the club. No player.
That's crazy.
They're saying he's on 81. There's no player in the history of Manchester United, that's got 100 appearances that's as bad as him.
That's crazy. That goes to show where we're at, man. The shock, like, that's just so. That is just the shock. Oh my, the shortcomings of the team. That, United stressed me out, man.
Nah, bro, I'm telling you. So it's one of them ones where he's rubbish. Like, no matter what manager comes in, he's gonna struggle, which is fine by me because he'll be out of here soon.
He shouldn't. I've said this before. I'll say it again. He shouldn't be starting week in, week out. He shouldn't be starting week in. That's what my biggest issue is that. Because last season, I used McTominay as the example. We didn't really talk about McTominay or complain about it because we barely seen him. There's no way Garnacho should be on 81 appearances, closing in. He'll basically hit for 100 at some point next season. That should not be the case, especially this early on in his career, especially with the attributes you have. But again, that's on Rashford. That's on Anthony. Sancho's no longer here. Diallo don't get minutes. Yeah, it's... But I bet his minutes is through the roof. I bet he's one of our highest, in terms of minutes list, he's probably had near the top. That shouldn't be the case. And that's on everybody involved. That Garnacho is high on the minutes list. That should not be the case. And that's for any other. I'll throw that one further. Maino shouldn't be high on that list either. And that's not me. I rate Maino, people. Don't get mistaken, but he shouldn't be the go-to guy in the midfield.
Yeah, he's not
like
ready,
we're gonna play
he's
week
not
in,
ready.
week out. And I like Maino. I think he's a very, very good talent. I'm super impressed with him. Do not get it misunderstood what I'm saying there, people. I rate Maino highly. However, he should not be starting.
He should be coming off the bench, and impacting games for us when we're winning.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? To just come and control the game, and do you know what I mean? We should be bringing him on. Like that's the stage of his development that he should be in right now.
But you're now, you start week in, week out. One of the first names on the team sheet. What? But no. Again, this all just ties back into mismanagement. It's just mismanagement from the top to the bottom. Yeah, he should have got his chance first. And I agree with that. He should have got his chance. 100%. And I think Højlund, like Rants was saying, that's what it is when you look at his physicality, you look at his pace. He's 6'3", 6'2", 6'3". He can be utilized. But again, he shouldn't be playing first for, for week in, week out either. Should have never been signed from Atalanta and been like, and I said this all summer long, hey, go get at least 3 strikers, minimum 2. Højlund should have been alongside another striker, a more senior striker. But hey, Manchester United Football Club for you, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we're a disaster, bro. Do you know what I mean? But what I'm not gonna do is I'm not gonna let these inbreds gaslight me. Yeah, like I've been watching Man United for too long, and all the players that I've called out, I stand by it. These men are not good enough, and people are trying to pretend, that they want the best for the club when really they're just trying to run agendas on certain players, bro. If you want the best for the club, then we start with getting the weakest players out first. You can't tell me there's an argument for getting Varane out when Harry Maguire, Victor Lindelof are still here.
Make it make sense.
Yeah, make it make sense. Don't tell me that you want to get rid of Sancho and Greenwood when you've got Garnacho starting every week and you got Rashford starting every week. You can't tell me these things, bro.
Make it make sense.
You can't tell me these things, bro. It's not making sense. And this is the problem. Like, these men want to get rid of players that are good enough to start for us, and you're keeping players that really are just about good enough to be squad players at the club. It don't make sense, bro. Get rid of your shit players first. And then the better players, if you want to phase them out, then you do that in the second season.
Yeah, facts. And in regards to this, I don't disagree with this. I think Maino is ready mentally. What I'm saying is he shouldn't be starting week in, week out and go. Bed him in like Pep did with Foden at Manchester City. That's where he should be at. Because Foden was ready. No one doubted his ability, but it wasn't right. You're our go-to guy, Foden, to lead us forward. Bear in mind, he's under much more pressure there because they're competing for Premier Leagues and Champions Leagues. Maino's quality, but no, there should be someone in front of him, not only better, but someone he can learn from. That would be a help. How about that? How about I'm not the go-to guy? How about I'm assisting everybody else? That would be a major help for the team and also Maino's development. But we're just gonna throw him in at the deep end and say swim. And you out here by yourself because you're in there some of the time with Bruno and McTominay, so you got no help. Zero.
That's what I'm trying to say. So, brother, like, I just hope, and we can only hope at this point. I just hope that there's I know there's a plan in place, but I hope, that like we don't do no bullshit in this window and we work well towards trimming the squad because it's too big.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying? And I hope that the players that we bring in is in conjunction with a new coach and everything's patterned. From the noises they're coming out with, they know the kind of football we want to play. And they're going to bring in a manager to play that football, and they're going to bring players in that are going to suit that manager. I just hope that everything's patterned. And if everything is patterned, I think that we're too big to not be all right, bro.
Again, if we do that, at least it gives us the platform to then go succeed because then the resources is there. And we mentioned the Premier League not being that good in terms of quality. If we get the basics right, we'll do all right. You know why Villa are fourth? Because they just did the basics.
They did the basics. They got a good coach. They recruited well for him. Do you know what I mean? And they've been recruiting well. And
and even
we've got more money available to spend than Aston Villa. It's easier for us to attract players than Aston Villa. So if Villa can do it,
We can do it. And even
let's just do what Villa are doing right now for one season.
And even on the recruiting, well, it's not even like, Emery got a couple players in, but it's not like they made major signings. Everyone was like, whoa, they went and signed such and such and they got such and such. Emery just implemented this system with the majority of the players were there, added a couple, they're in the top 4 race. Bear in mind, when he took over, they was in a relegation battle. And like you mentioned there, we have much bigger resources than Aston Villa. So, hey, we go get a manager who fits a start. Guess what? Yeah, I'll go one further. If we had actually a competent manager this season, we finish in the top 4. That's how bad the league is in terms of quality. Spurs, for all their deficiencies, because I don't rate their team like that from an individual standpoint, and Ange is receiving criticism. The reason why they're 5th and will finish much better than we expected is because recruited well and they got a decent system in place. Because they lost Harry Kane, no one had him 5th.
Fact.
It was 8th, 9th, 10th. That's what people were talking about. Where the goal's going to come from. And they replaced their attackers they signed with Johnson and Werner. All right, throwing Maddison, but Maddison's been awful since the turn of the year. Again, basics. It's not tough what we're asking for. Now, if we're talking winning Premier Leagues and Champions Leagues, that's a much more difficult.
Yeah, we need to hold that off, man. Next season, bro, we just need to do a nice little rebuild, finish in the top 4. I don't even care if we finish 4th. Just get back into the Champions League. So then we can go out and in the second window, bring in players that can help us finish above 4th and also not make a fucking fool of ourselves in Europe. That's all I want. Get out of the group. Let's just get out of the group because we finished bottom of the group now. So the bar's on the floor. So next season, get rid of some deadwood, bring in a few players, get an identity, play a cohesive style of football, finish in the top 4. The season after, have a good summer.
Get rid of more players who don't.
Get rid of more players. Bring in more players. Finish in the top 4 again, higher than 4th.
Yes.
And get out the Champions League group and get into the knockout stages. And that's what we call progress. And in those 2 seasons, while playing good football.
And in those 2 seasons as well, target the 2 domestic cups as well.
Yes, sir.
FA Cup and League Cup. Target those 2. And if you get a favorable run, guess what? You might win one of them. How about we do that?
That's all I want.
Because we've actually done that under this manager. So imagine under better circumstances we could. Because we reached 2 domestic cup finals last season and we reached 1 this season. So we reached 3 out of 4 in its 2 years. So imagine with better what we could do. Just saying, people. Even the Europa League next season, hey, target that. Target that. Go win it because that's another way back into the Champions League and it's also a European trophy as well. And it also brings that winning mentality. I want Manchester United to get used to winning a trophy every season. Not necessarily a big trophy, but a trophy. Because that's what it used to be like. Winning breeds winning. It's a success. It's like when people talk about culture all the time, it's also such thing as a winning culture. It should be an absolute travesty if we go a season without a trophy, which is what it used to be. If Manchester United didn't win a trophy one season. So go pick up an FA Cup, League Cup, in adding into everything Rants has just mentioned, and so forth and so forth. And then the 3rd, 4th seasons, that's when you really kick on that. All right, cool. But we'll see. Hopefully they do it.
100%. Hey, big up everyone inside. Make sure you smash the like. Let's get the likes up. Over 1,000 in here. We still haven't hit 500. Gonna redirect to Saeed's stream watch along. He's doing a Bayern Munich watch along. I got to run to the airport and come back. So I'll probably go live for the second half or something like that. What you got coming up, bro?
People, today, Manchester United, Manchester City show with my guy Vader, be midnight UK time. So talking both Manchester clubs as well. And obviously the NBA playoffs is going on. So get over to the playback, people. Get over to the Sarcasm City TV playback, where we've been doing multiple NBA playoff watch-alongs. Obviously, we did the Nuggets-Lakers Game 5 yesterday, and we're going to continue to do all the semifinals of both the Western and Eastern conferences as well. So, yeah, man, come check us out on playback, people.
That's it, man. So, yeah, well, big up everyone inside. You know what I mean? It's been lit. I mean, I look forward to catching up with you lot in a bit, bruv, so we can unpack the rest of this Kendrick nuke, bruv. Do you know
I'm gonna go re-listen to it. We'll listen to it in full and re-listen to it again, man, because he was barring. He was barring.
So no, listen, big up. Trust me, listen, I love these, bruv. I'll be fair. You know the guys that do these music reactions, they got loads of followers, bruv, but you just can't monetize them things, bro. And I ain't doing all that shit.
To not monetize
it. To not monetize it, bro. Like, bro, I can't be wasting my time, bro. I'm a busy man.
Yeah, facts. You might busy, but you can talk about it on here. So it's like this is the monetization of it.
That's what I'm trying to say, bro. Listen, clout don't mean shit to me, bro. Do you know what I mean? Word to Kendrick, bro. He told you, look, bro, that's what he's on. He's like, bro, I don't want to be famous, blood. Do you know what I mean? Just make sure that, you know what I'm saying, the check clears, fam. That's what I am on, man. Fuck the clout. You know them ones, fuck the clout. That's why I'm not really active on TikTok. I'm not active on Instagram and all that. Because, bro, it's so easy to build these things. Same with Twitter. It's so easy to build a Twitter platform, yeah. But then these men come to YouTube and they can't make no money, bro. I'm not here for that.
Because Twitter's short term. It's short content.
Yeah, them man make their money on their Patreon, them guys, bro. Because you get copyright strikes when you react a lot of the time on YouTube.
Of course. Oh, yeah, if you play the music, yeah. If you play the music, yeah.
Right, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Because even I remember Den and Rents, bruv, shout them out as well. Because them man, bruv, they were one of the first reactors that man seen. Dens and Rents, they were the first reactors that man seen from the UK really reacting and stuff like that. And they built a massive following. But you get getting a lot of trouble with copyright strikes. Do you know what I mean? And you get a lot of notoriety and you get a lot of views and stuff like that. But bro, listen, I gotta get paid.
Yeah, you gotta run me the bread.
You know, like that. And that's why I don't do the Rants Reacts no more. The football stuff, because the copyright strikes, they've removed half of my Rants Reacts that I did, and I was spending hours doing them, uploading them, then they were getting removed because of the music and then because of certain clips in the video, and it's just like, it's too much, bro. And I mean, I don't want to lose my whole channel on some bullshit. Do you know what I mean? It's not worth it. Do you know what I'm saying? So nah, man, we'll definitely talk about it. That's the one thing that Twitch was better for, to be honest. So now we'll definitely catch up. We'll talk about it. Do you know what I'm saying, people? Like, now you don't get copyrights on Twitch. No, you don't. Twitch is different. You don't
get copyrights on Twitch. No copyrights.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, Twitch, yeah, Twitch you get paid for live streams, yeah, but you don't get the money on the playback. You know them one, exactly. Whereas YouTube, you get the money on the playback because YouTube is a playback platform and for uploading, innit? Twitch and I believe Twitch and Kick, I think, are live stream platforms, innit? So you get paid while you're live. That's where the live ads come. Like YouTube have added live ads that a lot of people here are complaining about because they're not used to Twitch. But on Twitch, there's live ads because that's how we
because they do it automatically. That's the thing is, I tell people when I was on Twitch all the time, hey, don't get mad at me. I do not run the adverts. Twitch runs the adverts automatically.
Exactly. They run the ads. So YouTube have added the live ads. So they've basically just copied the Twitch model. So now we get paid twice, which is amazing. Because then we get paid when we're live and then we get paid after. But Twitch haven't
running some adverts on YouTube.
But Twitch haven't added the playback thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Which means you have to work for longer hours to make the same money or less money. So fuck all that, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I can work less and get paid more on YouTube. That's the reason why I came back.
First, where the bread.
Do you know what I'm saying, bro? Listen, I'm a businessman, bro. You work smart, not hard, bro. I work hard anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's it. So I work hard and I work smart, and this is what it is. So when you do stuff on Twitch, it's like them Twitch streamers, them motherfuckers be streaming for 7-8 hours and pissing in buckets. They don't even leave their room, blood. They don't even go to the toilet.
Crazy.
Bruv, some of these gamers, bro, they can't pause the game. These men are pissing in buckets, bro. You think it's a joke?
Just wait till the game ends and just go. That's crazy. Right? Each to that. And I'm someone who, you know what I'm saying, who'd be working like, but it's crazy. It's,
that's what I mean. So, you know what I mean? No, we'll see. We'll see, innit? Like, it's one of them ones. But now we got to unpack. We got to unpack this shit. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yes. So, I'm about to go listen to that before I watch this game. You know what I'm saying?
Trust me.
Go watch this Bayern Real Madrid game.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What's your score? Before you go, fam, what's your scoreline prediction for it?
What, over both legs?
Yeah, both legs. Game? Yeah. Actually, yeah.
Over both legs, yeah.
Who you got going through? Yeah. That's what I asked.
My head is saying Real Madrid, but I'd love Bayern Munich to knock them out.
Okay, first. Any in particular?
I'd love Bayern Munich. Oh, there's loads of reasons. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's one of them ones. It's Real Madrid, bro. Real Madrid have won enough Champions League, so fuck them. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's just, bro, there's loads of reasons, bruv. I can't even lie. I think they were lucky to get through against City. There's bare different things. They haven't really played that well. Like,
no, they haven't.
So I just don't really care. Like, do you know what I mean? And obviously, bro, like, bruv, man can't see Bellingham win a Ballon d'Or off the back of them man as well. Bro, listen. I keep it 100, bro. I'm transparent, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? This is what it is. Man don't want to see football die. Football loses if this guy wins a Ballon d'Or.
Damn.
100%. Football loses if this guy wins a Ballon d'Or, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? That the sport I love, I don't want to see it go out like that. I don't want to see it go out like Jurgen Norbert, blood. Because that's how football's going out like Norbert, bro, if Bellingham wins a Ballon d'Or.
Hey, man. Yeah, man. Hashtag it means more, man. Hashtag
it. Musiala versus Bellingham, bro. And listen, bro, Musiala all the way, bro.
See,
do you know what I'm saying?
Don Carlo, my guy.
Yeah.
I love to see Real Madrid win another. I'm just a big fan of Don Carlo. That's my guy. But I hear you.
No, I hear that. Listen, but he's got enough. He's got enough trophies, man. Do you know what I mean? He can put the cigar away.
Now, I think that would put him. I think it would be number 5. I think that puts him outright the most Champions Leagues. I think there's a few managers on 4.
But he's already, bro. I think he's already won more leagues in more different countries than anyone.
Oh yeah,
else.
yeah, he has. Yeah, Don Carlo.
Carlo's already.
It's just more so when people were like, "Oh, I wouldn't have took him at United. He's done." When he was at Everton, I bet.
Nah, he's cemented, bro. He's.
Oh
proper.
yeah, he's solidified, man. He's just out here doing extra stuff. I've used it before.
You know,
it's like GTA when you play the game and you clock it, and you just run around doing side missions. That's him. Just running around doing side missions. That's it.
That's it. So it's one of them ones where I'll be real. There's a part of me that wants to see an Mbappe versus Real Madrid final also.
That'd be fire.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes the stories just write themselves.
Oh, that'd be fire, man.
That'd be another one. Do you know what I mean? So, like, bro, like, there's loads of different things. We don't want to see a Dortmund versus Bayern final, bro. If you want to see Dortmund versus Bayern, man, watch the fucking Bundesliga. You know what I mean? I don't want to see that. So, yeah, man, like, there's just loads of different things. I think Mbappe, winning the Champions League.
I'd love to see that.
At PSG, when he's on his way out to Real Madrid, would be unbelievable. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Dunking on his new club and saying, "Don't worry, I hope you man win it next year." You man, little man thing. You know what I mean? I'd love that.
I like the storylines.
I like that, and then that secures him his Ballon d'Or as well. Make sure that fraud doesn't win it. So, that's the ideal scenario for me.
Fairs.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, bro. Listen, I don't throw rocks and hide my hands, bro. You man can see, bro.
That's true.
They're right here, blood. Man, I already know I don't fuck with that. I don't fuck with that guy, bro. I think he stinks. Do you know what I mean? So I need it for football, blood. You know what I mean? Like, bro, Mbappe used to be my op, but he's the only one now. Do you know what I mean? And that's what it is. The enemy of your enemy is your friend, blood. So, we're team Mbappe now. We need Mbappe to win this.
That's been my guy. I've been a Mbappe fan from when he broke onto the scene. I was like, yeah, this is my guy. I'm saying I've been but whether it's him or whether it's Dortmund with Sancho in the final, that semi-final, I'm eating either way. I'm happy.
Yeah, 100%. If Sancho gets to the final, the prop will be shameless, bruv.
Oh, facts, 100%.
The prop will be shameless. Do you know what I'm saying? So now, big up everyone inside. Make sure you hit up the Rants raid in Saeed's chat. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'll catch you guys